He done started some damn shit.
Yeah, I actually started following him after I started looking at a couple more videos, and I was like,
I
all
did
right,
too.
let me see what this is. Let me see what this dude hitting for.
I did too.
Man. So I was like,
I forgot what he called himself though. The something bachelor. I forgot what he called himself.
I forget.
Oh,
Let me see if I
Lord,
still got this right now.
this guy. He's something else. What? It's a great conversation.
It is a conversational topic. People need to listen, see what's going on with that one, because
One of my friends, she brought to my attention some his like danger zone thing, his standard of what a woman should look like. I was like, oh Lord.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I said, well, I'm out of the race.
Yeah, because it be killing me. Like, yo, just because don't mean it's law. Now you may have an opinion,
right?
But I don't want people to start feeling themselves too much. You know what I'm saying?
I need Professor Justin Thornton to put that out there when we have this conversation, please.
Right.
Folks, we need the amen corner.
Some people be needing it. But what's up, everybody that's tuning in? Hello.
What's up?
As always, please make sure you share it to your timeline. Everything. Give us some likes. Comment as well. Yeah.
Yes, please tune in because this is some juicy conversation. Man. It needs to be talked about. We need to have these discussions. We need to have some honest conversations.
Yeah. So first and foremost, how you been? How your week been going?
Busy as usual, My job is a little crazy right now. I'm a serial quitter, so I'm toughing it out. But it's cool. Video dropped for my commercial.
I was gonna say, shouts to you.
Thank you.
You got a whole video out. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my creative director, Money Train.
Yo,
he's
shout
a visionary.
To him.
Yes.
That was like, okay.
The Fly family is one of the best freaking videographers around. They are awesome.
Yeah, he did. I was like, all right, man, she about to have a whole thing workout fitness thing going.
Yeah, go ahead. Got to. I can't be fat like Kevin Samuels. Shit. If I'm fat, I'm in the danger zone. I ain't gonna have nobody.
Yo, that's what he's talking. All right, let's hold off on that one. We got a backtrack from the joint last week.
Oh yeah.
I had forgot about it. I said I didn't watch it. I sent it, but I looked at it real quick, but I really didn't digest it. But we're gonna watch it again.
Okay.
See if I can get it up.
There is a reason why American women are so hard to deal with and are so arrogant. And that reason is because the average American guy is a simp. You're literally programmed to be a simp. That's why nowadays, if you're a man who stands on principles and you say whatever the fuck you want and you don't put up and you call out women's bad behavior, you damn near get slaughtered with shaming tactics. Because today, being a man is foreign. It's toxic masculinity. Real men don't let women tell them what a real man is. Real men is gonna die on their principles. Whether they right or if they wrong. Shit, ask MLK. You can't. Ask Malcolm X. You can't. Shit, ask Osama bin Laden. You can't. They all died on principles. And because most men don't have any type of principles, this is why you see what you see today. This is also why most men put the vagina on a pedestal, because they rather be liked by the woman instead of being respected by her. And a woman can't love you if she don't respect you, but she can settle for you. Book a consultation and follow me on the gram. There is a reason.
Oh God.
So I get what he was saying. No, why he said? No, I get what he was saying. I get what he's trying. The point that everything he's saying. I don't think the examples were good in the matters of men dying on principles and men being simps. You know what I'm saying?
That was ridiculous.
I get where you were going, yeah, but you really that wasn't good points to prove, because there's plenty of men out here that it's not necessarily dying on their principles or standing. You know, they can stand on their principles and they can just be happy, be single. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unless they gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like you went a little extreme with that one, you know. But I get it, bro. Yeah. So, but I agree at the end where he was saying, she don't love you, but she'll have to respect you. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, respect is definitely a thing.
Yes.
And but definitely something that is warranted. And yeah, if you know a person, not even just a woman, but if the person don't respect you, then they're not gonna act right.
Right.
Sometimes,
absolutely
and
not.
I think that's why I think, you know, in some cases where respect is more important than love. You gotta respect you.
Absolutely. Yeah, he was he had some good points, like you said, and he kind of probably missed a lot of people because he was a little over the top with some of the stuff. But that respect thing is big, because I've seen a lot of women do some disrespectful things, and they say they love a man, but they'll like do something to kind of like emasculate them or something like that in public or in front of people. Like, you gotta have respect. You gotta respect people and have that kind of, because I think he was kind of alluding to like men in the Middle Eastern type countries or something like that, or other countries that simply just don't tolerate certain things. But that's like a cultural thing,
right?
Where like women in the U.S. kind of, I don't want to say they don't get with a stick or something.
Yeah, I mean, but that's definitely a cultural thing, because more importantly, I think women are respected, but respected in a different way, to the point where your opinion matters. You know what I'm saying? Right. Your worth matters. You know what I'm saying? Your voice matters. You know what I'm saying? I want to say, I don't want to say given, but coming from a Eastern point, you're given this. You're allowed to have this. And so, yeah, you're gonna act more freely. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, from Eastern or Western, you know what I'm saying? Type men. So, yeah, you have these natural God-given capabilities and rights, in my opinion.
Here come Tico. Oh man.
Shout out to Tico. But you have these things, and that's where I guess that freedom, or that luxury, or freedom, or whatever, in the opposite sense. And so, yeah, you're going to be treated different because you're going to act different. Right. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. We have lots of freedoms here in the U.S.
Why
you got what, Tico? What is it? Why you got eggs and milk in you? I'm confused.
Okay. Oh, because you belong in the kitchen. Eggs and milk. He got you. That's what he's saying. Yeah. All right.
We miss you, Tico.
Oh man. Yeah, it's right. Candy, you teach people how to treat you. Yeah, that's for anyone. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have to love your boss, but you may, I guess, the position, you'll respect it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So certain things that you're going to do, not do, and, you know, act or whatever. So, yeah, that's what I was saying. To me, in a lot of ways, respect is more important than love.
Right. Yes. And you know that like you said, that boss thing, because that's that positional power. So you got to respect the position. I don't got to like you, but I got to respect your position.
Right. And so that's why, you know, in different ways, it can be the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want my kids to love me, yes, but at the same time, I'm raising them. I want them to respect me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You raise your kids that you're raised to, respect. Like I say, respect your elders. You ain't gotta like that person. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta agree.
Oh, Miss Janie make me sick.
Exactly, but you gonna respect, and you gonna call her Miss Janie. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna give those people that regard, that that certain level of respect or whatever. So, even on a base level, but yeah, that is for everyone. You respect each other, and you don't have you don't really have no issues. So, yeah,
he ain't had to call American Man simps though. That wasn't nice.
Yeah, he was disrespecting himself. He was disrespecting himself then, because he looked American to me, but I could be wrong.
Right? So. Like, dang, he just went all the way in. Good God.
Yeah. What? All right. So, did you see the announcement for the Mayweather fight?
Yes, I did.
I didn't think that was going to happen.
I was shocked.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm not okay. So Logan Paul is Jake Paul's brother, right? And Jake Paul, the one who knocked out Nate Robinson.
I guess one of them Paul brothers.
Yeah, and so
they're both YouTubers.
Oh, because I was about to ask, does Logan Paul box? Like, is that his thing?
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, I didn't even know. Yeah, they're both YouTubers. Maybe they both working out boxing and fighting or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, so it was like, okay, because I thought that was the same one that was fighting Nate Robinson. I thought that was the one that called out. What's called? So it was his brother. Okay,
this is crazy.
Yeah, but Mayweather took it. I thought they was just gonna do it. Just he like, yeah, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I guess if the bag is in order, you know what I'm saying.
You know Mayweather about that money.
You know what I'm saying? If the bag right, he's just gonna go ahead.
And it's an exhibition fight, so I guess it's different.
Yeah, he won't lose any titles. It won't actually go on an official record or anything. Okay. Same thing how the Tyson joint was or whatever. It's just an exhibition or whatever. But you still don't want to see Mayweather get dropped. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to see him
listen. You thought Nate was the meme.
Because because if Mayweather take a L,
man.
Oh man,
50 is going to drag him.
Crazy.
Drag him.
Crazy, yo.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo.
Everybody, I guess we're in the pandemic. They got to get their money some kind of way.
Yeah, I know.
You see, they shut North Carolina back down.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, Friday. So for everybody that don't know, Friday, you got to be in the house at 10 o'clock. Durham, this your last time going to skewers this week. You know what I'm saying? They don't care though. They'll still be out anyway. Yeah. But yeah, I mean the numbers are spiking and stuff is going up. So I mean, I predicted anyway because not too many people still not getting the flu shot. I'm one of them.
I ain't getting that either.
And I ain't getting the vaccine. I'm cool on that. So
if all them anthrax, smallpox, whatever shots they gave us in the military didn't work.
Exactly. If all that stuff that they gave me ain't curing it, look.
We was some crash dummies.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm cool. I ain't doing that. But yeah, he's talking about the money joint. I literally just posted Apple. They did they join for their new headphones, $550.
See,
I'm like, y'all bugging, and I'm an Apple person. But I'm like $550 for some headphones.
That's ridiculous. That's so disrespectful. Like, that is disrespectful.
Exactly. I'm like, y'all bugging. Y'all straight bugging. Like, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Like,
they tripping.
And I know they tripping because they ain't all the posts that they got on all their social media joints, they delete all comments. You can't comment. Because you know people was about to be in their joint, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't usually like tag joints like that say much, but I was like, yo, y'all bugging. Like, you really think people gonna pay? And in this climate right now where people like, you know what I'm saying, losing their jobs and stuff, you really think like it's really gonna happen like that? Nah, son.
Team Samsung.
Nah, son. I'm still Team Apple. I like the ecosystem, but I ain't rocking with no headphones.
That's a monopoly, no damn ecosystem. Candace, so y'all gonna buy them anyway. Y'all still gonna buy them.
Not me. Not me. I'm not at all.
Nikki said her friend lives in Tennessee, and they said there's a shortage of black people to get the vaccine. We still scarred from Tuskegee. We ain't trying.
Yeah, I think that's a cultural thing for us. It's like we don't trust too much shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And did you see? Because they said they did the first vaccine in, I think, Europe. A 91-year-old woman, and there's 2 different vaccines you got to get. You got to come back within, I forgot how many days, but they was talking about the side effects and what could happen all the time. Oh, you might have some minor symptoms of COVID, ma'am. No.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
y'all can't even figure out who gonna get what symptoms when they get the COVID.
Exactly. You ain't did long enough testing. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You know, Moderna or Pfizer, neither one of y'all have done enough testing to actually know, you know what I'm saying, how's this stuff gonna be. But yeah, we know to go. Most of the times we don't. We more so like, hey, who made this? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Roll the dice.
Like, who cooked this? Hey, I ain't doing it.
They developed this vaccine in less than a year? Ain't found no type of medicine to cure cancer, AIDS. We done had this for how long? Have a seat.
And then they doing that, and the FDA ain't approved it yet.
No.
So I'm
don't even know where the virus came from.
Exactly, China. Other than that, it came from China. But nah, I'm not. I can't do it. I'm all right.
Everybody in Congress, y'all go get it. Whoever y'all think need to go try it out, go in all the affluent neighborhoods. Y'all get it. Let me know how it work out. Yeah, I'm still not getting it.
Yeah, I'm cool. You know, we just, like I said, I think culturally we're just not as trusting. We're just like, nah, I'm gonna wait. It's just certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
I don't even trust the flu shot.
That's why I don't get it.
No. I was so happy to retire. Oh, I ain't have to get that mess no more. Look, I'm tired of getting sick.
They was like, hey, you know, it's like last couple of years, like, well, if you refuse the flu shot, you got to wear a mask. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, I gotta know if I took it or not, first and foremost. But I'm like, all right, days like, you know, hey, you should take it. I'm like, look, any other time y'all tell me I gotta wear a mask, I've been wearing a mask for a whole year. Guess what I'm gonna keep doing? Wearing this mask. Like, I'm cool.
You can be walking backwards, Nikki.
Yeah, for real. Yo, that was a chick that happened like that. Like, if she walked forward, she was walking all crazy. But if she walked backward, she walked fine. Like, it really messed up her neural system or whatever. Yeah.
See?
It wasn't this shot, but it was a shot. Yeah, it was something crazy. Like when H1N1 came out or something like that, and they was doing all that. Yeah, I was like, oh dang, that's crazy.
Experimenting on people. Nope. No,
I'm cool. Nah, yeah, I ain't. So yeah, like I said, that one shit I got to free up. I'm not doing it. I'm cool.
It's crazy. Nah, son.
Yeah. So
did you see real quick, did you see the pick for Secretary of Defense?
The general? Yeah.
Lloyd Austin. First black Secretary of Defense. Shocked.
All right.
The MAGA people was mad. They mad.
Hey. Hey, see how this go though. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So yeah, I thought that was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be straight. That's gonna be straight. All right, so let's go. Cause I know we're gonna have a nice little time talking about this. You know what I'm saying?
Tune in. Here we go.
It's that for those that don't know, it's that infamous video that's been going around the last couple of days, and what's the guy's name?
Kevin Samuels.
Kevin Samuel. He's talking to this young lady, and we just gonna watch from here. Oh man.
I can't hear it. Justin, I can't hear it.
For real? It's turned up all the way.
I don't hear nothing. Can y'all hear the video?
Yeah.
Somebody chime in. Nope.
Tico said he can't hear either. Well, sorry, y'all. Well, I don't know. I just tried to use that joint.
Damn it!
It just said share. I know. Oh man, I didn't download it. It's gonna take me a minute if I download it. I can't.
Is it on YouTube?
Add it the other way. Yeah, that's what I was doing. That's why I was sharing it. I was sharing my screen. Yeah.
Oh.
So that's what I was doing.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see if it'll let me do it.
You on your laptop?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Let's see which one. There we go.
But yeah, so anyway, yeah, we're working on that. We're learning how to do this stuff. I think I'll probably need to get another screen or whatever. Cause sharing from the same screen. Anyway.
Oh, I got the screen too. Is it gonna let me do it?
You might get the same results.
Oh shit.
So hit.
Can you see?
You gotta hit share screen or whatever.
I did. Oh shit! Hold on. Entire screen. Share audio. Oh, why is it not letting me click share?
So you gotta go back on the other tab. So and then play it from there. There you go.
Gee. Can you see it?
Yeah. I can see it.
All right. Can y'all hear it?
Those younger girls don't necessarily.
Yeah, I can hear it. Hit full screen.
Is it loud enough?
Yeah, I can hear it. You good?
Bullshit. I'm 51 and I can't beat them off with a stick.
There you go.
That's another one you lie. No, younger women are attracted to older men. What are you talking about?
So can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So do you feel like a woman like me?
Uh-huh. What would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? You cannot use 7.
Would I rate myself?
Just your face.
My face when I wake up 5, but when I put myself together 6.
No. And how tall are you?
He said no.
Dress size.
Sorry?
Your dress size.
A 3.
Okay. So that makes you, if you give yourself a 5, that's average.
Yes.
So average looking women tend not to get high earning men. They tend to get average men.
Look at the disappointment.
So,
stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Breathe and digest. You're 35 years old and you can look around and see the world. You don't tend to see higher earning men with average looking women. Off rip. If you do see them, they got their average looking woman when they were both really young and he built his way up. But the man earning the kind of money you're talking about, does not go for an average looking woman.
Nope.
I mean, my body is not average. So
but ma'am, you please don't make me say it.
Do it.
I really just wanted some advice. I love you.
I'm giving you advice, but you're not taking it. The advice is, ma'am, you're average looking at best.
I'm taking it in, but
okay, but you're not accepting the fact that average looking women, average looking woman who's older, average looking older woman with a 13-year-old son, average looking woman with a 13-year-old son with a sketchy baby daddy. This gets worse every time I say something. And now you're asking for a man who's in the top 10% of men. You don't qualify for
She's so
one.
Rude. Look at her texting while she's supposed to be taking in that good wisdom from the Godfather. Look how rude she's being. Just pathetic.
You're making. I mean, I don't want to have to go there, but when you put in all these other factors, why can't you just get a man that's an average guy?
sometimes I feel like in order to fully submit, I have to feel like he's in.
Well, then you're gonna die alone. How about that? Let me just cut to the chase, man. You can feel like what you want to, but women like you die alone.
Ooh.
Straight up.
Dang.
Because you think you're better than men that you qualify for.
Ooh.
The only reason, honestly, man, that I can see a woman like yourself really thinking you deserve more is because you earn more. Because you earn more money than most people around you in North Carolina.
Mm.
But if your ass worked at the post office, you would not think so highly of your opportunities.
Oh.
And that's the reality. Men don't care about your money. Not the kind of men that you want. We don't care about your money. It ain't ours. We care about the fact that you are older and you got kids.
Yep.
And you're average.
Yep. So yeah, look at her facial expression. Like you can tell it's like getting to her a little bit, but she's still trying to like hold on to like her pride or whatever. You know. And I just want to say, ladies, get rid of that ego, get rid of that pride.
Oh, that's the dude's song.
Yourself in the mirror, and you got to be 110% real with yourself. If you know you're not an 8, 9, or 10, you cannot expect to get a man on that level. It just is what it is. I don't care how
he ain't gonna play.
Nobel Prize.
Yeah, the video. Yeah,
prices.
Go ahead, cut that off.
On.
All right. So, whew, okay.
Oh, they can't. Could they hear it?
Yeah, I think they could. That was
you know what,
my
Tico?
earlier.
Tico's an ass. I swear.
He is. But yo, he
Sorry.
I want to know. I'm gonna let you go first. He was as a woman.
He was 100% correct.
Okay.
His delivery wasn't so much. It was bad, but when she came on and said that because she made 6 figures, she wanted a certain level of man. As far as she wanted a high end or whatever he called them, high value man, I think is what he called them.
Okay.
And apparently at this point in her life, she still hadn't attained that. So he was trying to tell her, high value men don't look at women's income as something that's a necessity. Like they don't care about that because they already have money. So her income doesn't really matter to them. They're looking for women who are, in my words, trophies. They want women that look good.
Right.
And in her words, she said that she was average. 5, 6 at best when she put her stuff together. But she didn't want to hear what he was saying. She just, in her mind, in her fantasy world, she had already made up that because I make this and I have this, I'm going to get this. And he like, ma'am, you don't have it.
Right.
Do you understand why you don't have it? This is why. And she didn't want to hear it.
Yeah. You don't fit the criteria, basically.
Because like he was telling her, like, just look around you. Look around you. High value men have this caliber of woman on their arm. They don't give a shit if they make 6 figures or not.
Right.
She kept saying, I just called to get some advice. He gave it to you. It's not what you wanted to hear.
Basically. Man, and they didn't show it, but the other video at the end, he starts getting real frustrated. And he's like, I'm sick of this shit. I'll call on my phone. I didn't even want no guests on my joint. And I took you in. I was like, damn, all right,
he went in.
Yeah, he had some issues, but yeah, I understood everything he said. I understood. Hey.
And from what I was told, to give a little background on this Kevin Samuels guy, because this is my first time ever seeing his video, but I was told that he has some type of criteria or some type of scale that he goes by for women. And if you're over, I want to say if you're over the age of 35 and you have children, and you're over a size 6, then you're in the danger zone to where a man don't want you anyway. That's what he said. So just to throw that out there. Yeah.
Okay. Dang. I mean, that's a lie. It's just more so it's not a woman that he wants.
I would agree with that.
So
yeah.
Yeah.
So
man, that's he said you're average at best. Don't make me say it.
Oh man. She's like, my body's not average.
He's like, still, you're average at best.
Yes, Nikki, really. That's how he feels. So, or maybe he's saying a high value man.
Yeah, basically.
That's what he's saying.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe a man like him, or higher.
Although he is single.
Tax bracket.
He is single. Just want to throw that out there because I know a lot of times men have a problem with women taking advice from single women. Just saying.
Yeah. Candy said,
period.
I don't like her, so yeah, she was right.
Because I don't give a damn if I am a 4. Bitch, I'm about to say I'm a 10 on this motherfucker.
Right.
Shit. Today. Who said they a 5? Like, who said that? When I wake up, I'm a 5, but when I put my lashes and my lace front on, I'm a 10.
She said 6.
I'm in a 6.
She goes up. She just goes up 1. That's it.
Oh, and then they didn't play the part in the video on this one where he said, what do you look like without the lashes and the wig? And she said the same. He said, no, you don't. Because you wouldn't put it on.
Right. I mean, but technically she probably do because she's only going from a 5 to a 6. That's it,
Shut up, Justin.
I'm just saying. You ain't really making no changes. But yeah, that was
Chico saying? They don't make men like me anymore, but give 45 minutes, we can make more. Oh my God. Oh Jesus.
Tico the guy, y'all. But
oh my gosh, this guy.
Yeah. But yeah, he just that was an interesting one. Like I was like, yo. But there are some people, and we kind of talked about this topic before about the whole thing of money and dating and how people, switch up and everything. So yeah, once you start getting a certain level of money, you can attract a different level of a person. Doesn't necessarily mean that they like you for you or that they're necessarily attracted to you. They like what they can obtain from you. And but then you get a lot of like, people that have that and they're cool with that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They're okay with being used.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that's why they, they trick off. You know what I'm saying? In a lot of aspects.
Yeah.
They can cool do that.
He's advocating for the gold diggers in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Basically.
I was curious when she said that she makes the 6 figures, right? And that she wants a high that. Well, I think she said she wanted somebody that makes 6 figures or better or something like that. Mm-hmm. I was curious if she makes 6 figures, that means you work somewhere. So why aren't you dating those guys?
Right. Well, she has in the other video, the one I was trying to play was the whole thing. It just didn't go through for whatever reason, but she has a dog grooming business, and she makes 6 figures from that. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, he was like, yeah, he went in on another. So, but I mean, it's just, and that's okay for anyone to, once they have a certain standard, or if their standards of living changes and mindset and this and the third, you're gonna want that too. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of money.
But I'm trying to what is it that okay, and this is like for if you make a certain amount of money compared to what you used to make, what in you as a person or a partner has changed to attract a different level of man?
Right.
Because I'm like, okay, so now you make more money, so now you're supposed to attract different people?
Well, I guess to her, yeah, instantly.
I mean, I would say you would have, depending on the amount of money, because of course different levels of 6 figures is different levels, because 100,000, 800,000 totally different.
It's totally different.
So that would having access to different people would change, but who you are as a person, especially when it comes to women, like so.
Yeah. But I mean, I got what he's saying. He was like, and there are going to be some women that are like that. Like he was like, if you was working at the post office, you wouldn't be having this criteria. You know what I'm saying? And it is, but there's some that's still going to have, oh yeah, I want they to do that's, makes more than me, or does, a little bit more successful than me. I get what she, I guess, somewhat saying. But I mean, he just, called it for what it was. And
yeah. Because she's pretty much saying, because I make 6 figures, I want this. Not because I'm...
No, not I want this. I deserve this.
I deserve, yeah. So as if her income is the value.
Right.
And they don't give a shit about that.
We don't.
That's not the value, ma'am.
We don't. Don't get me wrong. It's a plus. and you know, you want you know, it's a good thing, but that's not the forefront of the criteria. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, not at all.
No.
So,
because he has this other video where he did like this. He pulled up this research from a study that said 60% of Black women pay all their own bills, even though they have a grown man living with them, or they're taking care of that grown man, like giving them money and stuff. And he asked the lady on the phone, why does she think that is? And of course, she tap danced around the question and was like, oh, I don't know any women like that. I don't know why women would be doing that. I'm like, so he was like, so do you think because you don't know people like that it don't exist? So you know he went in on her.
Right.
Just like, well, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why anybody would. He said, well, you just give me one reason why you think a Black woman would be paying all her bills with a grown man sleeping in the bed next to her. What do you think she looked like? I said, oh, Lord.
That's not always true, too, because...
But do you want to know what he said?
I'm listening.
He said, because she's fat and disagreeable.
Okay.
I was like...
I ain't got no answer for that one. I ain't got no answer for it. I just don't think that, you know, his opinion is Bible. You know, I don't think he's always right. You know, he ain't all the way wrong either.
He had a guy on there who said he was married for 10 years. And he pretty much was saying like he would go work all these hours and come home and he could, like, his wife he couldn't even get a foot rub. And so the lady asked, well, did she work? And they all was like, oh, see, this is what we talking about. This is what we talking about. And she was like, well, I'm just asking, did she work? Like, why couldn't y'all give each other foot rubs? He said, see, this is why we go to different races. I'm like, now, how did we get to that? Like, damn.
Yeah. I'll have to watch a couple of his videos to see.
Yeah, that one is with Auntie Wanda. If anybody want to watch it, it's with Auntie Wanda.
I had to watch a couple of his videos to see what he's talking about before I really give him. Yeah, I mean, because he's talking and he's going in. This is why men go to different races. That's not necessarily the case. I mean, I guess maybe for the woman that he wants or for his opinion. Exactly.
Yeah.
No, because I freaking hate feet. Like,
me too.
Like, no, I don't.
But if I love you, I'll rub your feet. But I do.
Right, but I'm not gonna like it. Like, I'm gonna be sitting there and I'm just, we good? Okay. You know what I'm saying? But
put Candace's comment up there, please.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I was gonna say. He may have some issues with women, so that's why, you know what I'm saying, he goes in so much. You know what I'm saying? So. Right. And yes, Kennedy, I know you like your feet. Yeah, but but
they were saying that a lot of women just don't want to hear the truth.
Sometimes I think that.
I don't think most people want to hear the truth, because a lot of men wouldn't want to hear a lot of the truths that we got to tell either.
Nah, tell me the truth. I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Tell me the truth. But at the same time, I think a lot of times men do tell the truth, but yeah, women don't want to accept or they don't listen. Because I think we talked about that before too. We can say it's boom, it's this, and you're like, well, and in case in point, every time she says something, she said, well, I feel that no, don't feel it. Listen,
this is what it is.
This is what's going on.
Yep.
Well, I feel like, no, you're coming from an emotional place. Stop feeling like it. Think this. You know what I'm saying? Understand this. Comprehend it. You know. Don't come from this place. Come from this place with it. You know what I'm saying? Or receive it here, not here. Yeah, so that could be a thing too.
Yeah,
that could be a thing too.
Yeah.
But God bless that man. God bless that woman, because this video is going all over, and hopefully, hopefully she's not a person that has like really, really low self-esteem, and she's not a person that is like reading the comments and the laughter and the judgment, because the internet is very unforgiving.
Yes. Well, I would venture to say that she has low self-esteem because she gave herself a 5, Justin.
Maybe she's just being honest about herself.
Well,
she's putting herself in comparison to the other women that she sees, or that she knows that the women that and both of you are correct. Women are emotional, in my opinion, or more emotional. That's what she says. Women are more emotional. Yes, everyone is emotional. Everyone has emotions, except for psychopaths. But everyone has emotions. Narcissists, they don't feel anything. But
President Trump. Sorry.
Everyone, humans are emotional, but I think women are a little bit more emotional. We totally discussed that on an earlier episode. Make sure you go back and watch our earlier episodes. But yeah, like I said, the internet is very unforgiving. So I really hope that she's all right.
I hope so too. Because
it's gonna be a lot of people. It's gonna be some people that are on both sides that are just gonna go in on her just for the simple fact of, what I'm saying, the stuff she said. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be really careful about that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, he's just creating content and having a talk with a person. So I guess it's free game. But after that, like I said, people are just so unforgiving. So yeah. Because she looked embarrassed in the video. You know what I'm saying?
That's why she got on her phone.
Head dropped a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I thought she was recording. Maybe I was like, maybe she's recording. But she just tried to distract herself. You know what I'm saying? Her attention from what was being said. She didn't want to receive it, or she received it and it hit emotionally.
Yeah.
And she just couldn't. She put a wall up. But
she thought he was about to tell her everything she wanted to hear.
Right. Well, if she wanted to hear the truth, that's what she heard.
She wanted to hear her truth.
Right. Never ask the questions you don't want to know the answer to.
Sure better not. Not with him. If she watched any of his other episodes, she shouldn't have went on that show.
Yes, right. And that's the thing too. And I have a lot of I'm one of those people, I have a lot of questions. And I'm like, okay, well, did she watch other episodes of his show or this or the third? Did she just come on? Because if you watched other episodes and he's going in on other people, or normally the stuff that he's going to say, are you really prepared for him to say that stuff to you? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm like, okay, and especially if he got a large platform too, it'd be different if he could say it and it's behind closed doors and the two of y'all just talking on Skype or whatever. But
Nikki, I would never let you go and embarrass yourself like that. And if he asks you what you are on a scale of 1 to 10, you better say 10.
You better say 10. I'm a freaking 10. You know what I'm
saying? Her friends probably did try to stop her. That's why she went on there to try to get a second opinion, thinking that she was right, and got on there and got embarrassed.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, well, maybe it's like Jerry. Jerry.
Yo.
Well, let's move on to our last topic since we've only got a few minutes left.
All right. What was it? It was all around the same thing.
It was, why do Black women think the word submissive is such a negative word? Why is it always a bad thing when it's said, or it just seems to be like Black women aren't submissive, or when we're talking submission, Black women are always left out of the conversation, or we're always talked in a bad light when it comes to submission?
Okay. I'm gonna let you. I don't know. I don't have the answers. I don't have the answers, Sway, on that one.
I don't have the answers, but Black women probably mostly come from generations of women who didn't have anyone to submit to for a long time. And so maybe they didn't know how.
Okay.
I don't think it's a bad word, but I don't know if there has been a lot of examples set in the Black community, and I think it was set up systemically to be that way. Of course, like with the family structure, how it was dismantled, the projects, all that stuff, to keep the man out of the house. So now having like family structures being put back in place or trying to do those types of things or be in relationships with men, some women just don't know how to be submissive.
Okay. Yeah, so they, but it also goes back into, I would say, it's possible with the men being quote unquote simps. And I was like, as opposed to women in America, as opposed to women like in Western side or Eastern side, sorry, where they don't have the certain freedoms or luxuries or whatever they're trained to expected to have a certain form of submission to do or not do certain things. Here it's not so much, so that could be a part of it too. Yeah.
Got some good comments.
And like you said, and yeah, because I think one of was yes, because people take men take advantage of the word, it's people are gonna, if a woman is taking it as it's a luxury, like I could just treat you any old kind of way, or you had to do everything I say. Everything I say is law. You know what I'm saying? Nah, if you're a person that's been raised to have your own opinion, your own mind, your own voice, everything you say and do ain't law. I ain't with that. Yeah. And if that's what submitting is, that ain't for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And it comes, it like Nikki said, absolutely. It depends on the maturity level of the person the woman is dealing with. I also it depends on how comfortable that person, these people are with each other. Like if I don't feel safe with you, I'm not going to feel like I can submit to you. If you haven't given me a level of comfort in all areas, and I'm not just talking financial, with security, emotional, whatever, those type of things that I need support in, I'm not going to feel safe or comfortable submitting to you.
Yeah.
As a woman, some need to understand what it really means to be. Yeah. And a lot of women just don't even know what the word means or what the action is when it comes to being submissive. Because I think a lot of times the word in itself seems like it's negative because you may feel like you're giving up your independence when you're submitting to somebody. But when it's somebody that is worth submitting to, somebody who's proven themselves and you know that you're safe with them and you can be submissive, it comes easy.
Yeah.
But for some reason, Black women are always put in this box of not being something opposed to other races. And that they talked about this on that Auntie Wanda, Kevin Samuels clip too.
I think it's because a lot of it, because we have so many Black men, I would say, that are on both ends of the spectrum. super possessive control freak. Everything I say is law. And then you have the ones that are non-existent, not stepping up, not doing anything to take the lead or even participate. So then everything is on the woman, especially when it comes to like families, raising a child, handling business, taking care of kids, household, whatever. So everything is on the woman and she's doing everything and he's not doing anything or very little. She's not going to want to, quote unquote, submit to that.
Absolutely.
Because he's not putting himself in that, I would say, that middle and, doing anything to lead, basically.
Right. Yeah. Because I'm hearing a lot of podcasts and just clips or things that are going viral, and a lot of them are focused on what women need to do to keep, bag, whatever, a man, get married. Like, what is it? Why are you single? Why, like, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you submitting? Why can't you keep a man? Why can't, like, well, what are the men doing to fill these gaps? Like, it has to be both parties coming together to work together.
Right. Yeah.
To figure this thing out. It can't just be the women just suck and they ain't doing what they're supposed to do. I'm gonna go over here to this race because y'all black women ain't doing just, like, it can't just always be on one gender. We got to figure out a way for both genders to come together to make it work. But it just seems like it's always black man against black woman for some reason.
Yeah. And so that's why another reason why he would say stuff like, oh, it's all about going to, somebody's gonna have to always going to give the need to take up the slack. Yes. But what I was saying, that I was like, I guess that man not necessarily being in the middle, but in that spectrum of the middle where he's not overly possessive and he's not, just doing nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying. Somewhere in that middle area of that spectrum. That's what I was referring to, Aunt Debbie. But when old boy was just talking again, he was like, oh, just sticking with him. He was saying, that's why men go to different races and everything. One, like I said, culturally, you have, you see things, like I said, and when I was in Korea and Thailand and, all of like it, that's kind of a cultural thing. They even say that towards some white women too, that they're a little bit more submissive or, willing, or they just, whatever. But there's also that expectation for that man to do everything or said thing, and it'd be that too. Because most of the times in those situations, the woman isn't working. You know what I'm saying? And then also the man is working and doing everything. He's the leader. So,
and in those cultures, they have that foundation where their families weren't torn apart. They didn't have the black man taken out like we did. Like, so it's a systemic thing that's been put in place where, just like with the projects, like we'll give you everything, but the man can't be there.
Yeah.
So it's certain things that were put in place for us that other races didn't have to deal with. Exactly. But then we're constantly being compared to that type of family dynamic that we're trying to unlearn, undo, and re-put back together. So,
because there's still a different dynamic in that, in things of, men are still relearning, you know what I'm saying, how to, or not even relearning, learning how to lead. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still learning how to be a good father. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the best that I can, but I'm still learning. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have the models or anything to look at, so I'm going off based of what I didn't have, what I think I want, and what I should give my kids. But then also I gotta, like, okay, kids, what is working for y'all? You know what I'm saying? What ain't working for y'all? You know what I'm saying? Like, I see certain things ain't working. If I talk to my son this way, it's not going to work the same way if I talk to my other son. So I got to remember, okay, I got to talk to this one this way. I got to talk to this one the other way. I got say certain things or doing whatever. But it's a lot to it. But I think it's mostly because you have men that weren't in place, and the ones that were in place were so far few, and then others were, like I said, on either side of the spectrum, super possessive and controlling, and that wasn't going to be tolerated, or they were just non-existent at all, whether they were on drugs, whether they were just deadbeats, whether, you know what I'm saying, what have you, incarcerated, dead. And so the woman was doing everything on her own, or the majority on her own, without the help of the man. So she's like, nah, I'm not going to do that.
Right. And that's generations of women saying, I don't need no man. I don't need. I
can do bad all by myself, and
we
you know what I'm saying,
them.
the whole thing. Right. You know what I'm saying?
We need them. Yeah. We need y'all.
So, we need y'all too.
Absolutely. We gonna get it together.
Yeah. No doubt. Yeah.
Chico always come with something.
Yeah, he always comes with something. All right, what you got going
on?
Watch our video, y'all. Go watch that Core Queen.
So my commercial drop for the Core Queen fitness apparel waist trainer. If you need a waist trainer, please go on my website, thecorequeen.com. Check out the video. I shot a commercial for it. It was awesome. It was fun shooting it. It's on my Facebook, The Core Queen, Instagram, The Core Queen 1. You can look at it on YouTube, The Core Queen, everything. Check it out. Order some stuff, shop. It's a great Christmas gift. I got apparel, I got waist trainers, I got resistance bands. I'll probably be doing some virtual fitness training in January. Probably do a couple of sessions a week with some people via Zoom. So stay tuned for that. And then we got a big surprise for Money Train. We're going to do a big community give back for Christmas. So stay tuned for that. We'll drop the footage for that. We don't want to give it away. We're going to surprise some people. That's about it. And check out Money Train's latest video, Big Facts Remix featuring Rich Dunk from $1 Billion Baby Entertainment. He is the baby's artist. He is in his video. He's on the song. Out on all platforms. It's all on YouTube. Money Train, everything.
Money Train. So, all right. Hey, Wednesdays, 9:00, Intelligently Ratchet. Beginning in January, we're going to switch and we're going to start going to 8:00 because old people trying to go to sleep.
I be trying to stay. I be struggling with this.
Hey, we may need to move to 8:00 then. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we can do.
Football season over, so yes.
Right. Yeah, especially our season. Our season is garbage. Like, I just let it go. Even though we got Jalen Hurts. Hopefully he does better.
He should have been there.
But, you know. And how about the daggone Redskins beating Pittsburgh?
I was like, really?
Yeah.
Really? And Dallas on right now, but I ain't even turning on.
I'm never watching them. They never get in my viewership.
I don't watch them.
The hate is real for me. Like,
you know, my son a Cowboys fan, but
put him on punishment.
In here, Dallas.
He need to be on punishment right now, just for that.
I told him. You play too much. What? Bye, Tico.
Oh no, yeah. All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all. We see y'all next week.
Bye, y'all.